drugs, if you have sold drugs, if you have done things that you're not necessarily proud of, or things that you know that were wrong, and you're willing to change that for yourself, because obviously this is not a company that's going to be supporting you while you continue to do those bad habits. But if you already did those bad habits and you're like, I'm ready to do something for myself, I want to go back to school, or I want to get a house, I want to get a car, I want to just do better in life, Publix says, you know what, here, hold on to me because I got you. So if you want to do better, which at the end of the day, I feel like we should all strive to do better, there is absolutely an opportunity here for you, you know? And like, that's not me just trying to get you to come into Publix, but I know that there's so many other companies that do judge you, and I wouldn't want to be there either. Just having this available to you, knowing that you could become a manager despite your past, knowing that, you know, you could be making 6 figures despite your past, and it's like legal. All these things definitely should motivate you to be like, you know what, I'm applying right now. And on my channel, that's exactly why I do the videos I do.
This bitch gonna make me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some common questions that I'm getting regarding Publix, regarding people's past records, people's troubled past, people who have gone to jail, criminals, things like that. And I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about that today because I've been seeing this as a common question, and I really just wanted to emphasize that Publix does give people, employees, staff a second chance at life. So before we get started, if you guys could please like, comment, and subscribe because we're on the road to 5K, I would truly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So I want to start off this video by I guess not giving a shout out, but kind of giving some type of recognition to one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Christina Randall. I suggest you guys check her page out. And I used to follow her back in the day. She spoke about a lot of things that would happen at jail. She actually went to prison for 3 years, and she would talk about a lot of the things that she saw in there, a lot of life lessons, how she shifted her mindset, because I love to see how people overcome, you know, troubled past and things like that. And I really just enjoyed her channel. And then one day I'm listening to her talk and I'm agreeing with her. She's saying how, you know, a lot of times people with a past, people who have been to jail, people who have, you know, had a record, that a lot of companies don't look at you. People don't look at you the same. People judge you. Companies don't want you. And she was saying all of this, and I completely agreed. I was like, yeah, like I've seen this happen before, and people are just so judgmental, and I hate that. So definitely here on my channel, I'm a judgment-free zone. And then she said, you know, I really just want to thank Publix because truthfully, they gave me a second opportunity at life right when I got off jail. And I was like, Publix, that's me, that's us. Like, I was so excited. And I honestly found that so amazing. And I mean, this lady has completely flipped her whole life around. I mean, she doesn't even work at Publix anymore. She doesn't even like work in a legit company anymore, I would say, because she's like completely a full-time influencer. I mean, she has a big following and she just looks really amazing. I mean, I've never met her or anything, but I thought it was just so cool that she incorporated that, because I knew that Publix, you know, didn't judge you because of your past, and Publix can hire criminals, because I know people who have gone to jail and still find a job at Publix. But just the fact that she was just so like open about her things, and then she just was able to still get a job at Publix, I just thought that that was completely amazing. So I just wanted to like start off this video by saying that. And one thing for you to know also is that Publix promotes from within. So I mean, even though you may have never been to college, or you dropped out because you got into bad things, or you had a child, or whatever reasons it is in life. I mean, it doesn't even have to be something bad. Sometimes people have to drop out because things with their family, or whatever the case scenario may be. If you had to drop out, or if you went through something in life that didn't really allow you to progress at the moment, that's okay. Publix doesn't judge you. Publix says, you know what, I'm going to give you a second chance, because everyone deserves a second chance, right? I mean, I know there's extreme cases, and those cases, obviously, it's really hard to like justify. But if you're like one of those cases where it was kind of like, I went to jail because, you know, I stole $200, but you didn't physically maybe like harm someone, or, you know, just depending on what your case scenario may be, I would strongly suggest that you still apply at Publix. Publix is a company that I remember one of my friends one time, or this person who I knew, applied at Publix, and they had a pass, and they go, oh, Patricia, like, you know, if they look up my files, or they find out about my past, they're just not gonna hire me and this and that. And that same person got hired at Publix. And then he tells me, he goes, oh, they must have not looked at, you know, my record. And I'm like, guys, do you genuinely think that like Publix, this billion-dollar company, I mean, this company who has people and managers working from all places in the world, I mean, you guys really think that they would just overlook something, that they would just like, oh, just forgot to do that, or like didn't look into it? This is a company that knows. They do your background checks. They know exactly who you are and exactly what you've done. Now, if they decide to forgive that and give you a second chance, that's because that's what the company stands for. But don't ever think that like, oh, they must have like forgot to look at my record, or they must have like not found it. They found it. They know exactly who you are, but they're just not going to disregard you like most companies will. They're gonna be like, you know what, get back up, you know what, I'm gonna give you a second chance at life, and things like that. So if you have done drugs, if you have sold drugs, if you have done things that you're not necessarily proud of, or things that you know that were wrong, and you're willing to change that for yourself, because obviously this is not a company that's going to be supporting you while you continue to do those bad habits. But if you already did those bad habits and you're like, I'm ready to do something for myself, I want to go back to school, or I want to get a house, I want to get a car, I want to just do better in life, Publix says, you know what, here, hold on to me, because I got you. So if you want to do better, which at the end of the day, I feel like we should all strive to do better. I think that a lot of the young generation, and this happened a lot at Publix, there was a time where like a lot of the baggers were doing like shady things on the side, and they ended up leaving Publix, and it was just not it. They to this day regret what they did. So I've talked to so many people who used to be part of things that, were not good, and they end up regretting it. So honestly, I think we should all strive to do better. And if you're looking at this video, it's probably because you want to do better, because you're curious, because you're like, dang, is there an opportunity for me, or do I have to keep doing what I'm doing? There is absolutely an opportunity here for you, and like, that's not me just trying to get you to come into Publix, but I know that there's so many other companies that do judge you, and I wouldn't want to be there either. So go into just having this available to you, knowing that you could become a manager despite your past, knowing that, you could be making 6 figures despite your past, and it's like legal, like all these things definitely should motivate you to be like, you know what, I'm applying right now. And on my channel, that's exactly why I do the videos I do, is to help people out. Because if you're like, you know what, Patricia, you just motivated me, I want to apply. But you're probably like, how do I apply? Not everyone has the same upbringing or guidance or like resources to know how to do certain things. I got you. On my channel, you can find a whole bunch of videos where you can learn how to apply, learn how to ace the interview, and just be transparent. I always tell people, be transparent. If you have a past, don't try to hide that past. We all have a past. I have some things I'm not proud of either. But you know what? I'm so happy I got into Publix, and like, just was able to really grow, and I continue to grow, and like just the opportunities that are available to you. So if you really just want to like change your life, if you're looking at this video because you're like, dang, I've always wondered that, I have a bad past, I used to be a criminal, I don't want to continue that anymore. I want to do something for me. I want to, do something for an eventual family or whatever. Like, apply and do it. That lady's at 3 years in prison, and she done almost like, she really hurt someone, and like she definitely talks about it on her channel, and it's her story to tell, so I won't even like go too much depth into it. But there's people who have done bad things, but Publix still gave her, just like they would give you, a second opportunity at life. And it might not be the best position when you walk in. You might be the person cleaning the bathrooms, you might be the bagger, and in her case scenario, I remember she was like almost like a janitor. I remember she would say that she would go into the headquarters, because she actually didn't work at the physical store. She worked at the distribution center, I think, or like at the headquarters or something like that. But she was like the janitor. She would be the one like cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the trash cans, the garbage, bringing the coffee, all that stuff. And she would she would say in her video, she was like, I would go with my blue liner. She was like, I would just go ready to like, show out and do my job. And she was like, all my managers, everyone loves me. And like, no one's going to look at you. Just because the company hires you doesn't mean that everyone's going to start looking at you like, they hired you, but you're a criminal. People don't judge, like, and if they do, like, shift yourself from those people. Go with the people who don't, because I guarantee you're gonna find people who don't judge you at the store. There's been kids who have like been in and out of the system. There's been kids who have been in and out of jail. There's been people who have sold things that they're not supposed to be selling. Like, there's been a lot of different case scenarios, and I've seen them get hired at Publix and do better. And once they start seeing like, dang, this company is actually really good. Oh wow, this company is paying for my college. All of a sudden, I've seen like this complete shift and focus in their life, and they've become and are becoming amazing people. And like, that could be you also. So don't, you know what I'm saying, think the worst for yourself. Aim for better. And there's people out there and companies out there who are going to help you. There's people who might not. I don't know how other companies work around the whole like criminal thing. But Publix, you still have an opportunity. Okay? So I would just say to go for it, because why not, you know? So if you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know. Make sure to keep it transparent. Like, go talk to these managers, because they can best orient you. Like, if you want to work at a specific store, go talk to that specific manager and let them know what's going on in your life. Hey, look, I used to do this. I've been to jail 3 times. I did this and that. But you know what? I'm ready to take my serious future. I'm ready to, I'm ready to take my future serious. I'm ready to do better. I'm ready to commit to something and actually go through with it and want to, you know, just see better for myself. And I promise you, there's going to be somebody who's willing to help you. But you have to help yourself, and you have to take the first initiative and the first move to show up at a store and be like, hey, this is me. I want to apply. I already applied. How can I secure the job? You know? So if you guys have any questions, make sure to let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.